Hello, water signs. I finally going to finish it off. I'm left with water and air this time. This is for the water, Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. And this is a cuffing season reading. Alright. So yeah. I took a little break in between doing the videos and stuff. I'm gonna post them all at one time, but I just took a little break on the recording of them. So, with that said, I can't remember how the other ones was resonating. I'm just detached from it. So, I'm just pulling out whatever messages come out for cuffing season. I don't know what it's gonna be. I'm just sitting here freestyling all of this. I want to say thank you. Thank you for everybody who started following me and stuff on the platforms that it's associated with. It's not happening on all of them. You know what I'm saying? But I appreciate y'all. It's just, I'm just recording one time, you know. So I appreciate all of that. So yeah, let's get up into this cuffing season reading. I just want to have some fun, freestyle. See what comes out. Okay, well you a little too soon. But what came out is the Queen of Wands in reverse. Maybe water signs ain't really all about cuffing season. Maybe y'all already booed up. I don't know. Maybe that can be a hint. But, I'm still going to put it back in the deck and continue to shuffle and get my speech prepared. But, the Queen of Wands came up. And here go another one that's flying out again. Oh, Ace of Swords. That's right. I wasn't supposed to be starting off with this deck. That's right. Okay, now we're on track, right? Okay. Yeah, I did say that. I am just chill. I am just really so chill, but I appreciate my spirit, guys. So let's go ahead and get on track. So, this is a cuffing season reading right here. I don't know how long cuffing season lasts. I don't even know when cuffing season ends. The way everything going right now, so when you come and see it, maybe you just in that cuffing season energy, even though it might not appear to be. Okay. So, can I have 5 cards to talk about, to have a message for cuffing season for the water zodiac signs, Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio, please? 5 cards? No, 4 cards. Okay, I'm coming back around. 5 was with that first one, that air fire signs. I only wanted 4, but 5 came out. Yeah. So can we have 4 cards for Pisces, Scorpio, and Cancer? So it looks like we starting off with some temperance and stuff inside of here. So maybe the passion is a little bit, hitting at this point in time. Maybe y'all, us water signs is moving slowly in it. Maybe we are concerned about it, but not really focused on it, right? With a little bit of this temperance coming out. Because, the temperance is all about balancing something out. Missing some type of alchemy going on. It can be read many ways. So then we can have a hangman. So yeah, there can be a lot more confirmation right there for the water signs right now. Maybe y'all just chilling. 2 of Swords. Can't beat that coming out with the hangman. And we had a Death card in reverse. So, and the shadow dynamic is the Chariot. So, okay, the Chariot being here, we're talking about forward movement, but we still have a little bit where temperance could play a role at with these sphinx that's here, right, with the black and the white, the yin and the yang, you know, had temperance within inside of there, right? So maybe it's all about what you being a water energy. Maybe it's all about that emotional bond that need to be coming on. Um, Maybe you might want to check out, because like I said, I'm re-tapping in. So maybe you want to check out the Taurus reading, the Earth signs reading, right? Because it can be relating, and maybe that's why I said it. Okay. Something about a South Node, North Node type thing. Especially saying Taurus with Scorpio. Maybe it can mean that for some people in this cuffing season, and with the Death card being in reverse, maybe for some people that's already booed up. And maybe cuffing season is one of those things that's very intensifying for y'all relationship. Maybe it does, cuffing season for y'all is that time for y'all to rekindle. Y'all might have been working real busy, maybe be traveling, depending on whatever type of profession y'all in, right? So maybe y'all have a busy profession. Maybe y'all also can have kids that's also involved in it, right? You have a family. So when cuffing season kind of come around, you like this time because maybe you have more vacation that's available. You have more time. So this time is really for y'all to go ahead and rekindle, to reestablish y'all bond, to confirm to each other that it's still there between the two of y'all. You know, that could be something very significant here with Temperance, Hangman, and the Death card with these major arcanas, and then having a Chariot. And then with all these major arcanas that's really showing here for y'all water signs, maybe it's just something higher up. Maybe it's more something that's faded. Maybe it's all about during this cuffing season, the things that's offered. What you might be evaluating things from the point of view right here of what is an asset, what is a liability, because I'm here. I'm at this point in my life. So where is this point at in your life? Maybe the thing is of for y'all doing cuffing season with the Two of Swords. Maybe it's all about y'all just throwing that information out. The way that somebody bite it, the way that they come at it, will determine how you progress forward in this cuffing season. Maybe you just don't want, you're not trying to change no karma, no drama, you're not trying to add on extra burdens from where your status quo is now. Maybe you just like, I have what I have on my plate, and I'm going to tell you, I'm going to eat from my plate first, right? My plate concerns me. I'm going to put my food up first, and I'm not saying that I don't care about whether you like the food or not, whether you like the restaurant, whether you like the way I prepared it, or whether you're concerned about the way I like the way that you prepare the food. I'm not saying that none of those is not no factors. What I'm trying to say is it's alright, but it's not alright to the point that I'm ready to cuff. Because with me saying cuffing season, it can also, you're talking, the way my spirit guides want to interpret cuffing season, and, from a clairvoyant point of view, that's very, like playing a game of charades. So, Maybe it is some of y'all that just really want some long-term commitments. Who knows? Maybe, you know what I'm saying, maybe that's what it's all about for y'all in the water energy. Okay? So now we're going to go to the right deck. And it should be a little bit more peaceful. And we're going to go ahead with the signs and get some clarification for this Temperance, Hangman, the Two of Swords, and the Death card in reverse. And it's also going to be our closing message. We're going to go ahead and roll on out with the message that I got for cuffing season, okay? Alright, can we have 4-card clarification for Pisces, Scorpio, and Cancer as it relates to the Temperance card, the Hangman, the Two of Swords, and the Death card in reverse, as the message was revealed with the shadow dynamic of the Chariot. So far we have the Magician coming out with the 4 of Pentacles. So that, I guess for me, in the story plot or the way that I'm perceiving it when it comes to the 4 of Pentacles, that's once again, I think that perspective of the validation of an asset and liability, like you're holding your ground very firm within that realm of asset and liability. It doesn't mean that you won't fall short. Meaning, you can look at somebody as being an asset as their wealth, right? Their wealth that they come to the table with. But the liability to access that wealth, right, could really come with a miserable mental relationship. You know, it might come with a miserable physical relationship. It might be something that's lacking. So with this 4 of Pentacles, when I'm talking about being in the domain of the asset and liability, those are the things, you know, those things is like being in your water sign and you being creative in your visual aspect of your personal desires is very strong and efficient in the determination and are in the determinate aspect of how this process will go along. So I'm not saying is, you know, that 4 of Pentacles definitely could be all about that, especially with the 2 of Swords being up in the previous reading. So we still got 2 more cards to go. And they gave us actually 3. So I'm going to go ahead and take these 3. So at the bottom of the deck, we have King of Wands. So maybe that's it for water signs, okay? Like I was sitting there talking about the King of Wands. Maybe the passion can be the most deceiving part. It can be the most dictating part on how you connect with somebody, okay? So we have the 5 of Wands, the 5 of Swords with the Hermit card. And you know, the 5 of Wands and the 5 of Swords. So that's once again that asset and liability. From the 5 of Swords point of view, once again, that's that asset that's looking very much more imperative. So like I said, if that asset is that wealth, if that asset, you know, it might fall under the Venus energy right now, especially with, you know, with all this energy that's going on. You got Neptune that's with Pisces, Venus with Scorpio, and I'm not quite sure who might be with Cancer right now. So I'm just saying, with those elements up inside of the water energy right here, you got your 5 of Wands. This is where you contesting it, and this is where maybe the challenge is going to be a mental game, right? And that's why the Hermit will be here, meaning, is it worth this sacrifice? How long do you stay in there before you say, okay, I don't want to be like this. I don't want to perceive to be all about this asset. So I need to treat this situation this way. I need to treat this situation that way, because you're trying to put up a facade in order to balance out what is this, maybe this emotional gain, with it being water signs. What is this emotional gain? What is this feeling of that's coming out of this cuffing season that I'm experiencing? Maybe you gotta balance out your temperament, on how you approach all of it with the King of Wands. But just try not to get too lost up in there. That's how I feel about it. Just never try to get too lost up in a situation, you know, and make the wisest decisions. I mean, you already on the right track. I'm just trying to say that sometimes we stay up in there when we know something is a liability. It also create people to cheat, Okay, I could sit here and do this. And then, it create people to shut down for a certain amount of years, and then when you're going through a physiological phase in your life, then that part of yourself wakes up, and then now that issue that you thought was never going to happen just arrived 15 years after the fact. So I mean, that's where that asset and liability go to. So I hope that help you out during this cuffing season for y'all water signs. Okay, thank you for stopping past.